Yo, what up guys, Bricks 5D here, and I'm currently logged into the Noob2Pro on day 173. Today, we want to talk about something different, something we've really not focused on throughout this entire series, the Fire Knight. Why are we talking about the Fire Knight right now? Is because we're currently getting to maybe mid-game because of, you can see right there, we are really closer to Seal the Drake. So that kind of qualifies the account for being from early game, out of early game to now mid game, because we'll soon be getting to a lot of level 20 dungeons. So why I decided to focus on the Fire Knight today is because it is part of the Arbiter missions that says clear stage 15 of the Fire Knight castle 10 times on auto. Now clearing the Fire Knight is a little bit easier in the earlier floors. You just get together some of your champions you've already taken to level 60 who have multiple hits on their A1 or even on their A3, and then you take down the Fire Knight. Sometimes you have to do it manually, but it's not a dungeon you want to farm in the early stages. Why do we encourage newer players not to touch the Fire Knight? Why this dragon the most emphasized one is because the gears dropped by the Fire Knight is sort of an end game gear. Does that mean if you get it early game you won't beat it? No, it's just that the dragon is much easier to beat than the Fire Knight. That's why this is more of an end game dungeon. So some of the sets you can find here is Fury, which damage increases as your HP reduces. So I use this set for something like a unkillable team, a man-eater team, unkillable teams that always go 0 HP. Like their HP, the clan boss hits them to almost 0, and whenever the clan boss hits them, they also do some damage back from just him hitting them. So this set is not that common or popular. A lot of people get it and sell it. The next one you get from the Fire Knight is a 20% bonus heal. This is the most useless set, curing set. Even people get double speed on this set, they sell it. If you get triple speed on this set, I'll suggest you keep it. Maybe triple HP, triple defense on the sub start. People usually sell it because they just hate this set for some reason. Mostly because it drops a lot from the 12-3 of campaign. That's why this set is most hated. But I've seen some comps that can use this set. 20% bonus heal is huge from a champion, let's say a Vogot, who is doing a normal heal. Or, you know, immunity set used to be very popular in the arena back in the days, but right now with all the champions that can strip buffs, if you put in immunity you have to have huge resist so you don't get stripped, or unless you're on the offense, then it will serve a huge advantage to you. Your arena nukers sometimes can also be put in immunity so they don't get debuffed and nuked easily. For shield set, this is a lot popular in champions who have a lot of HP. So if you have a champion who has high HP, I'm talking about Vogot, I'm talking about Osoga the Warcaller, those champions who you build with a lot of HP are, you know, good candidates for shield sets because the percentage of their HP is used as the shield for other allies. Crit damage is one set that I like the most out of all these ones that I've gone through. Crit damage is just pure damage. So it's easier to build crit rate from your substats, but crit damage is one that you only get in gauntlet percentage damage or amulet damage. So this is an extra way of getting extra crit damage if you have 2 sets, 4 sets, or even the 6 sets of crit damage on your champion. But hey, just make sure you get crit rate out there 90%, 100% before you try to push crit damage on a champion. Don't go build 200 crit damage when you're chilling at 50% crit rate. Frenzy set is also another one that is not quite popular. A 4 set piece, you know, 10% turn meter for every 5% of HP lost. I see a lot of people using this in a champion that can solo the dragon on 25. I forgot his name. But I built him and I put him in a frenzy set, and as he loses HP, his turn meter boosts up and he can heal himself again. Maybe I'll remember his name as I go along. Regeneration set is another one, the second one that I like out of this entire piece. Right now I've talked about crit damage and I've also talked about regen set. So this is the second one on my list that I kind of like because of its potential to be used in champions who you want to solo dungeons, or if you're tired of using lifesteal for everything, or for champions who don't need to hit, right, but you still want them to regen their health, because lifesteal relies on you hitting, doing damage to gain your HP back. But regen set, as long as it's your turn, you will get healed up really fast. So it's an alternative to lifesteal, I guess, if you have a champion who is not doing damage, so he can heal himself from it. Stun set is the third one that I see that I like amongst these two. So crit damage, regen, and now stun set. I'll put crit damage aside, I'll put regen aside, and I'll go for stun set any day, anytime. And enemies who is stunned cannot do damage to you. That's just the truth. And most of the problem we have in raid is the waves, not just the bosses. Your journey to get to the boss. So those waves of enemies can do a lot of damage, but if they are stunned, if they are controlled, is the best way of controlling enemy waves. You can get past through it easily, especially when you have a champion who can, you know, maybe do 100% chance to stun. But the stun set has a 18% chance to stun. You can use your masteries to boost it by an extra 5%, I guess. So that's always useful. The last one on my list is Savage. So now you can put crit damage to the side, you can put regen to the side, you can put stun set to the side for Savage. Yes, Savage is really crazy, especially for nukers. Now Savage and stun set is kind of on the same pedestal, because stun set is for support champions while Savage is for damage dealing champions. So if you have a support champions who have an AoE skill that hits everybody on the A1 or on the A whatever, multiple AoEs, that's the best candidate for a stun set. But so for Savage, even if you have a champion that does a single target nuke, like an Amiga, Amiga in a Savage set will be crazy. Well, he already ignores some defense. So that's a good candidate for Savage sets. Will be your nukers who relies on a lot of who do a lot of damage from their multipliers that you can check out. So Bigon is one that I can think of. Your kill in Savage set will go crazy also if you can have a good 4-piece set for Savage. So Savage set ignores 25% of the enemy's defense. Now if you go down to your offense mastery and select Hem Smasher along with it, you even ignore more defense and totally nuke them. Alright, now that we've gone through all the sets that you possibly can get from the Fire Knight as a beginner player in Raid Shadow Legends, now you can see why these sets are not that common or useful, because most of the champions you get in the early game do not benefit from these sets, do not benefit from shield sets or regen, stun, Savage. They don't benefit. Lifesteal is what everybody is looking for in the early game. That's why the dragon is still recommended. But now that we are sort of in the mid game, let's see the team that we used to get here, because I didn't want to wake up one day and tell you, oh, the Noob2Pro have beat what do you call it, Fire Knight 20. That would be unfair of me not giving progress updates about how we beat these dungeon stages. So I'll show you the team that beats this stage 15, and I think it's the same team that I've been using all this time. High Cartoon, easily obtainable. Your default campaign farmer, whether it's Kale, whether it's Etel, whether it's Garlic, that's the High Cartoon, campaign farmer. Now I used Amiga because he's one of the early champions I took to 60, knowing that I needed him for the spider. If you do not have an Amiga, no problem. So basically these are the two champions I guarantee that you have. The other ones I don't guarantee that you even have it, so I'll recommend. It looks like a team that I got here with looks something like this, and I remember using, what's his name, I don't know if you have a speed champion like this, but he is awesome. What's his name now? Apothecary is awesome, but I know that's not the champion I used to get here. So this is the champions I used to get to be the Fire Knight and get to this stage. So I'll not do the run with this team at 15 because it will take too long, but I just wanted to show you my Fire Knight early game champions that I beat it. So of course these champions did not beat 15, they did maybe up to stage 10. So now for my new Fire Knight team that is going to take us from 15 all the way to maybe 20. That's what I wanted to talk to you about in this video, and also show you how I select these champions. So right now it's no longer time for us to just put random champions who can do 1 hit or 2 hits now to the shield of the boss before we take it down. It's time for us to put champions who can do 3 hits on their A1 or so on their A2, whatever. So the first one I can think of is Razen. triple hit A1. So he hits 3 times with his A1. Also, the second one I can think of is Apothecary. Triple hit also on the A1. That means we have champions who are doing 6 hits right there, right? So with these two champions doing 6 hits, it means our kill can, if we save his skill, remember he has a skill that can hit, you know, the one that does poison, right? Yes, that skill that drops the poison, I think is the A2, right? Yes, he can use that skill to do 4 hits. Yes, so that means we have 6 hits plus 4 hits. That's 10 hits right there. The shield is coming down, 10 hits. Then we have High Cartoon coming in there with 1 hit, and then we have Amiga coming in there with 1 hit. So this is the team we're going to build for the Fire Knight. You might be looking at High Cartoon has a negative affinity here. Yes. Also, what's his name? Amiga has negative affinity. Yes. So he might not be landing. His big turn meter decreases here. And that means we might spend a little bit longer in the Fire Knight if he gets weak hits. So to combat that, if you want to just beat this particular stage, you might want to bring in champions who have a positive affinity. So in that case, instead of High Cartoon to be boosting us up, I'll prefer my Apothecary to be in the lead slot, and then I have somebody like, what's her name now? Venomage, because heal reduction is huge. Once you bring out the boss shield, if you can place heal reduction so it doesn't heal back, you have an easier time in this battle. But I didn't want to mention Venomage because I know not everybody has Venomage. But if you do have Venomage, she's a perfect champion to place that heal reduction. So she's not there for multiple hits. She doesn't have multiple hits. She just have a 2-hitter on the A2, I think. But heal reduction is her main purpose here, and she can also reduce the damage, because once the boss has heal reduction on him, I guess your entire team will take less damage. So I currently do not have my Apothecary built up. I currently do not have my Razin built up, so we will not be doing this battle to show you how it runs. So I'll wait for CVC tomorrow. Once CVC launches tomorrow, I know me doing a Fire Knight video, I'm supposed to do a battle run. I'm supposed to do a test run. In fact, let's do a run. Let's just put High Cartoon in the slot. Let's take out our old teams, our new team, and put in our old teams and see how the run goes. I don't like it that we are doing negative affinity, but let's see, did it say 15 or 14? The mission did say stage what? 15 on auto, so we can't even do it on manual. Damn. Stage 15 on auto. I have Vogot there for the heals. No decreased defense. I guess I'm gonna take out, I really want Apothecary to be in this thing, so I rather not run it now. I want to wait tomorrow, because we're gonna be doing this, you know, they say do it 10 times on auto, so I want to wait till I build those champions to do it. So now that you know my Fire Knight team for the Noob2Pro, you saw the earlier ones that brought us to this stage, and finally when I have the new ones built, we'll also use them in the Fire Knight and show you when we get to Fire Knight 20 on auto. So we'll show that run definitely in the future video, so make sure you subscribe. I just don't want to do a 15 minutes Fire Knight run right now, or stay there for the next 5 minutes waiting for the run to be over. Nah, because these champions Apothecary are not built yet. So why am I waiting to build this champion? Is because CVC is launching in 12 hours, so don't spend your resources right now. I know champion training is going on. You might want to stop doing champion training, save your energy. I'm going to use my rest of the energy so I go to 0, but save your energy for CVC tomorrow, because it contains personal rewards. Yes, this next CVC does have personal rewards that you can gain, so make sure you check that out. We are currently in tier 1 in this Noob2Pro series. Speaking of tiers, I did get Clan Boss first legendary skill book from the Ultra Nightmare, because we are currently doing 2 key on the Ultra Nightmare. So I've put in 1 key for today. I'm going to put in the 2nd key using our Demeter comp that we built. So I did get it. So somebody asked the other day why I haven't switched the clan yet. Is because I'm waiting to finish the the clan quest is collected. If you've already collected some clan quests for the week, it's not proper to just switch out clans, because those clan quests you picked up will be void, like nobody else can do them. So I currently have a clan quest that I picked up. I've completed 2. I need to complete 1 more before I switch the clan, and I cannot switch out the clan until CVC ends. So I didn't want to be cut out of CVC again like last time. So that's why I'm kind of waiting for everything to be okay. So I know I'm missing out on double rewards for Ultra Nightmare chest, but hey, we'll finally do it. I just don't want to make the mistake or make my current clan miss out on some rewards because I picked out some clan quests that I did not complete. So always finish what you started. Basically, that's what I'm trying to say. So finish your clan quest, because it's gonna reset soon. Yes, clan quest does have its reset timer. For how long? 12 hours. So what am I saying? We have to spend our gold today, our clan gold today. So I do have some energy right there, and I also have accessories. Those are the 2 things we spend on this Noob2Pro series. So I'm currently looking at energy because of the ongoing champion training tournament. I'm not trying to get the cold hard skin, no. I'm just doing it because we do have a lot of champions to level up, and you can see the champions that are at 60, like Apothecary and all that, are 50. They're not yet at 60. So I do still have champions to take to 60. Those champions also have to be taken to the Minotaur to get masteries on them. So with that explanation, I guess this week we're going to be spending our clan gold on energy. So this energy that I'm currently collecting right now, unfortunately, I can't wait till CVC to use it. I'm gonna have to use it tonight to get my champions to, get their 5-star food ready. I'm not gonna cross them over to 60. I'm just gonna get the 4-star and 5-star food ready. And once CVC launches, then I'll do the champion to level 60. So I still have 1,000 clan gold right there, which I'm gonna spend on accessories. So hopefully we get some good banners, accuracy banners. And with our new teams that we build, we'll soon show you a spider team also, which will be awesome. So how much more? 1 more. That's it. That's all we spent. I think we had this much because last week we didn't spend it. Last week had the 3-star chicken, so we didn't want to buy that, I guess. All right, that's all the Noob2Pro update I have for you tonight. CVC is coming. I didn't want to make this one too long. I just wanted to highlight the Fire Knight team that we are going to be building because of the Fire Knight mission that is being requested by the Arbiter stuff. As you can see, I've completed the first Arbiter mission. I mean, the one that said Great Hall level 8. Yes, I did it. I didn't want to wait till CVC for that. Right here, we're currently at Great Hall level 8. So the next one will require us to go to Great Hall level 9. So if we go to our missions, for the Arbiter missions, after 1, 2, right there, upgrade Great Hall bonus to level 9. I told you I'll be preparing for this, and it will require 900 Great Hall gold medals, right? So for that, the arena has been farming the arena, and I currently do have 84. Let's just say I have 100. So in no time, I'll have an additional 800 for us to hit that mission done before we even get to it. I'm not sure we can finish it, get this amount of medals before we get to the mission, but hey, it's gonna be extremely easy to farm it because we still have 1-star champions to beat. All right, let me end it here. Thank you all for watching the Noob2Pro update for tonight. Look forward to a huge account changing upgrade tomorrow when CVC launches, when we have to build Razin, when we have to build Drexter. A lot of champions are going to be geared tomorrow. And also to prepare for that, I keep saying to prepare for that, I have gone ahead to farm a lot of artifacts. I'm not talking about 50 or 100 runs. I'm talking about 200 to 300 dragon runs was done. So if you check over here for just new, you'll see some that I've already cleared out. Some are still here. So I did leave this account open throughout the night farming Dragon 20 to make sure that we have what is required for us to build these new champions and get the best gear on them. So if you want to progress in raid, turn your computer on RSL hopper or another auto clicker. Let your dragon 20 or 15 or 16 run the entire night. Wake up in the morning and see brand new gear on your account that can change your champions for the better. So we'll be gearing them a lot of gear. I was even at max at 1300. I had to make a lot of space, deleting some crap for us to allow the new items to come in. So I'm not keen on doing a artifact cleansing video on this Noob2Pro, but if you're interested in seeing that, make sure you drop it in the comments and I'll show you how I cleanse these ones, because it's not really a fun video to be cleansing artifacts. But hey, if it's requested, I'll do it. Join the Discord, ask any questions you have about your champions and your builds and your account in general. I'll always be available to answer or provide any assistance that you guys need in the Discord. I'll see you guys in the next one. Good night, guys.